Hi, everybody. This is SAAD. I hope that you're coming along in whichever situation of self quarantining you're currently in. I hope I don't look too disheveled. Trying to get out every day and do at least a 1 hour walk and then do some exercise at home to keep the mind and body healthy as we all go through this difficult period. A few days ago, I shared a story about a plumber who came over to deal with our flooded basement, and I told you how lovely and how kind he was. That he didn't even want to take much money from us. Of course, we ended up paying him more than what he asked for, but it was a small anecdote to demonstrate a small snippet of how kind and generous people can be. And there's been a million such instances that I've seen, stories of all sorts of wonderful gestures that people are engaging in as we collectively try to fight this scourge. But of course, as is always the case when one goes on social media, you also see a lot of ugly elements of nature. And so I just wanted to share one such snippet and again implore everybody to try their best to refrain from succumbing to the dark voice in their heads and hearts. Earlier today, there was a briefing with President Trump where he asked several CEOs of companies who are now involved in helping in various ways, with the current difficulties. One of whom is Mike Lindell. I only knew him because I've seen, his ubiquitous commercials, the My Pillow guy, and apparently his manufacturing system is being repurposed, 75% of it, to manufacture, the much needed masks that the frontliners have to have in order to be able to do the heroic jobs that they do. It is almost impossible to imagine someone finding some dark, nasty thing to say about such a reality. And yet, when I went on Twitter, I saw endless, quote, progressives and leftists and academics and, highfalutin, smug journalists going after the guy. I mean, it's truly amazing. Now, listen, at the end of when he went up to the podium, this is Mike Lindell, he did a little, religious thing. And as many of you know, I'm no fan of religion. And so I could easily jump on the bandwagon and say, why is this guy using that podium to spew his religious beliefs and so on? But I'm able to see beyond that. I'm able to see that this is a gentleman who looks like he's a true patriot, who looks like he is trying to help. Now, some people say, oh, no, he's just trying to make money. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know what the remuneration package is, but I think many of these companies do step up because they heed the call. And he seems like he's a patriotic guy who, okay, he's religious. You may or may not like that. But who, there's no way to interpret what he's doing in any negative way other than he was introduced by Donald Trump, other than that guy is views he's a fan of Donald Trump, and therefore by proxy he's guilty by association. So imagine how dark someone's heart might be that this CEO, who is certainly doing more to help than what those smug cretins are doing, what it must say about your heart that you can't simply take a moment and say, wow, what a decent guy, good job, right? I don't know this guy. I don't care about this guy. I don't share his religious beliefs. But he certainly seems like in this small little snippet of a moment, he is heeding the call to help out. And all we need to do is either say thank you for your contributions or keep our mouths shut and certainly not spew any venom towards him. This is what we mean when we say be decent. Now, believe me, as any of you who follow me know, I certainly don't hold back when I go after someone for bad ideas, right? That's part of what a free society is. But I never attack someone simply to attack them frivolously, right? I mean, this guy has done nothing wrong. He's done something altruistic. He's remobilized his entire firm to help people. Just shut your mouths and say thank you. Be decent human beings. Cheers, everybody.